What's up, everybody? This is Hands Down Sports, and I thank you very much for tuning in to Starting Lineup Podcast today. And basically, I'm going to be another rant. You know what I mean? The lucky Lakers, you know how they're doing right now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to talk about how horrible this trade is for the entire NBA. Just my thoughts on that, man, because, you know, I'm a LeBron fan. You know, I don't mind him winning stuff, but come on, dogs. No investigation on this trade? All right, babe. Then the Hall of Fame has been a topic that's recently come up with some personalities that have their own channels and Instagram pages. And I'm just questioning a few things that I've looked into, which is kind of weird, but you know, you let me know in the comments, of course, when you watch this entire video. And then, of course, there's some NFL tackle football players right now getting big paper, getting traded to a contender, and things are moving. All Adam Schefter reports that I got to talk about, man. I'm just happy about what's going on for a few of these teams in the NFL. It's awesome. So, kick back, get that yak real quick, light up that J. Hands Down Sports got you, my G. Thanks for watching.
Hands down. Hands down. Hands down shit, you know what I mean?
Alright, my dude. So let me get this shit out the way, my dude, because this is irking me for a while now. Of course, you know about the Luka trade, right? So the Dallas Mavericks are probably going to be firing their GM because you made the worst move, dog. So if it was really about what you was talking about for this player, and this franchise was basically in the finals last year, my dude, like, how you messing this up, dogs? I don't understand that. If you really didn't like this guy because of all the things that you were saying, then why didn't you send him to like the Pelicans or to a team that's trash? No. Let's give him to a team that's, you know, decent. That, you know, everybody knows them. You know, they sell these jerseys all over the world. And their franchise is one of the greatest NBA franchises ever lived. Let's send them there so he can help this future Hall of Fame, probably the number one NBA player of all time, has all the stats, has all the accolades, has all the chips. I mean, he's still doing it. He's 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy for Bron, man, because I'm a LeBron fan. You know, for him to do what he's doing right now, the stats that he's putting up, how he's playing, you know, the minutes that he's doing. I mean, his son is not going to be ever able to compare himself to his dad. But, you know, it's like, yo, that's amazing. That's great. You know what I'm saying? Like, apparently JJ Redick is now an amazing coach. I didn't see that coming. He went straight to the head coach. Was he ever like an assistant at college? I don't think so. I don't know. Look, tell me if I'm wrong, B. You know what I'm saying? This is why I do this. So you can teach me something. Because I ain't searching this shit, dogs. Fuck that. I'm just going to talk to you straight from the heart, my dude. This dude is a head coach, man. Sam Cassell and all those dudes that have been coaching assistant stuff for like other teams, they don't get no head coaching jobs, pero le dan a este loco. Come on, dogs. What kind of garbage is this? Right? And then you're going to give this team, your little baby, una vaina de one of the best NBA players right now, son. And the dude's like 25. Que eso, loco. You're telling me there was not one NBA team that could have offered something to the Dallas Mavericks for Luka? They would have given him the farm, dog. They would have given him their best player and the farm. Hey, yo, bring that guy over here, man. I can make shit happen. No, we got to get him to the Lakers so the Lakers can continue to win chips because, you know, the Yankees, you know, they got 26 World Series or 27 or 28, whatever it is. You know what I mean? And the Lakers got to get as much as them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is stupid, son. Now they're the second best team. Look at this. They're 38-21, right? I mean, the Knicks got a better record than them right now, 40-20. But the Lakers are second in the West. You know, like a half a game because Denver's right behind them, right? They're 8-2 in the last 10 games. And Lucas lost weight, no está fumando, no está bebiendo, no está comiendo vaina. The yo, son. He could have done that anywhere, son. I'm like, dog, if you really complain, how you complaining about somebody that brought you to the NBA Finals last year? The NBA doesn't do no investigation on this trade. Come on, dogs. Una mierda, loco. This is why I hate this shit, son. I'm only watching the Knicks. I mean, normally that's all I do, right? I watch the Knicks because I'm a Knicks fan, right? You know, but sometimes I like to see what the other guys are doing, son. You know, I'm into the NBA fantasy football, sports stuff, but I don't play it. You know what I mean? I'm not joining on the league or nothing like that. But you know, it's not like I don't like SGA and I mean, come on, man. You can go down the line, son. A ton of NBA players that are amazing to watch. You know, every team got like one or two. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. If I'm like, a top five to this team, and they already have a top five, Hall of Famer on the team, and then now everybody that's the other three starters and everybody on the bench they're all great now. Tough defense, rebounding, playing. Come on, baby. The next thing you know, Bronny's gonna get Finals MVP. I'm already predicting it. Celtics, Lakers, Finals. Yeah. That's it, man. My Knicks, they'll make it to the Eastern Conference. They'll lose to the Celtics, and that's how it's gonna go down, son. Plain and simple, babe. That's how I see it, son. I mean, the Cavs are nice, right? Look, the Cavs are 50-10, bro. Whether the Lakers are gonna face the Cavs, and then he's gonna go back home and face his team. That's the other story that you need, that you want. I'm not watching that shit, babe. You know what I'm saying? If the Knicks ain't in the finals, I'm not watching. And if the Knicks face the Lakers, we're not going to beat the Lakers. They got to give it to the LeBron, son. The cash cow of all cash cows for the NBA, son. Bigger than your man Mike. You know what I mean? And Michael Jordan sneakers are way better, but, whatever, son. And it's not about that, son. LeBron James is great. He's done it all. Exceeded expectations. I already have it. You don't watch Hands Down Sports, so you don't even know my past videos. You know what I mean? If you're watching this for the first time, you're like, oh, that loco. He's hating. I'm not hating, son. This is embarrassment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm embarrassed for the NBA. Like, this is what you're putting out there? You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma City is mad nice. They're not winning against the Lakers in the playoffs, dog. I'm already putting my money down. I only got $100 because I'm broke. That the Lakers are going to win the championship right now. I put it already. That's it. It's a wrap. Dallas, they're slipping. Pobrecito Kyrie Irving, dog. He just got hurt, son. Tore ACL, dogs. He's out for the season. AD, who only played 2 quarters for these dudes. What a trade, man. You got an amazing guy. Like, dogs, if I met AD, I'd be like, dogs, I don't, you get hurt. I understand, son. Sports is a difficult thing to do, especially professionally. But you didn't pass that physical, dogs. The fuck out of here, passing physicals. Dallas is 10th in the West. They're not making the playoffs. They're gonna go down even more. They got those 2 stars are out and some other guys. Pretty much they're playing their bench, right? In the last 10 games, they're 5-5, and let's see what the next 10 games bring because it's 0-10. I mean, what's impressive is the Cavs. In the last 10 games, the Cavs are 10-0. They beat the Celtics. They beat the Knicks. You know what I mean? I think they beat OKC recently. Boston's in second place. In the last 10 games, they're 7-3. Boston is 43-18. For a defending champ, that's great, son. I don't care if they're first, second, or third. They're still in the mix. They can make it happen. They know how to win. That they won it last year. They know how to do it. And then the Knicks are 40-20, son. Looking nice. You know what I mean? We play what? 22 more games? Right, the total of 82. We play 60. I think the Knicks can get 55 wins. You can definitely get 15 more wins. I could see that. But if the NBA wasn't, fixed, I mean, let's see Houston go far, son. Let's see Houston play the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals or the Clippers. Make it LA. You know what I'm saying? Do something like that, son. So I can at least want to watch, even though the Clippers ain't winning shit. You know what I mean? So right now, dogs, that's what I'm saying. Boston, Lakers, finals, the rivalry, todo eso vaina loco. And then I'm gonna be rooting for the Celtics for the first time ever. Because, they still got Al Horford, man. That's my guy, man. Salute to you, my G. Beautiful career. I mean, I don't know if you're going to make it to the Hall of Fame and all. You know what I'm saying? I'll be talking about the Baseball Hall of Fame pretty soon, but loco. You know, if you guys play the Lakers, I'm buying a Celtics hat. I'm buying it, babe. All Knicks fans will hate me. I got you. I understand. You know, but just hate me for a series. That's it, please. You know, you can throw tomatoes at the TV screen if you want. But that's my take on the goddamn NBA right now. The NBA just gave the Lakers are going to get MVP, right? The MVP is going to be on the Lakers. The sixth man, coach of the year, most improved player, and whatever other accolades and trophies you can give, they're just going to give it all to LA Lakers, man. If I was in the pros, man, I'd be, dogs, I'll be spitting somewhere. Yo, that shit, that's horrible, son. How you playing in the league right now? And you can't even express your feelings about this, man, until you retire, maybe. What are you gonna do, man? Let's go to my next segment, the gentleman's game. All right, so lately, Hall of Fame conversations have been coming up, and hopefully I can put up the Instagram pages of some amazing guys that are doing their thing and their stuff, and I like their content. Hopefully they can give me a like one day or subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I always put some great comments down that you guys are conversating with me. So you'll say me cosa loco. I'm not the best. You're better than me. I don't care. But I know what I'm talking about, my G. I'm hands down sports, but I ain't fucking around. But anyway, so now that Pete Rose, unfortunately, has passed, and he never was able to be congratulated to enter the Hall of Fame, it looks like the MLB is going to put him in that, in the Hall of Fame. And I'm just like, dogs, what are the criteria for a major league ball player to make it to the Hall of Fame? You let me know, son. You know what I'm saying? I can look it up. I know, son. I should have done that before I did this video. But I'm just thinking like, yo, that's messed up, dogs. You didn't allow him to do the speech, to get any recognition for it. Everybody that's a baseball fan knows Pete Rose as a player is a Hall of Famer. Just look at the stats, B. It's sick, and the most hits ever. I'm telling you, the only guy that could have done it if he started his career in the MLB would have been Ichiro. So where's the next one? Where's the next Ichiro, son? Because it doesn't look like there's a lot of those guys. There's not too many guys hitting over 200 hits a season. You know what I'm saying? But when I commented, I was basically trying to say like this: Joe Torre is a Hall of Famer because he was a manager for the Yankees and some other ball clubs, and they put him in the Hall of Fame for that. But they didn't put him in the Hall of Fame as a ball player. And until I had this conversation, I was like, Joe Torre's not in the Hall of Fame for a player. He's garbage. But he's not garbage. This dude is good. You know what I mean? Like, you look at the stats, my G. I'm supposed to put it right here next to me. The career hits, right? I forget what it was right now because I'm not looking at it. But and I didn't write it down. You know what I'm saying? I don't do stuff like that. I like to do spit bars, freestyles. But right, 297, right? All-time batting average. That's really good, son. I like that. That's almost 300, babe. He wasn't close to 3,000 hits. I got you. And I don't consider him a home run hitter because he only had like 252. Now, some people say that he was close to 300. To me, 48 more home runs and you play 17 seasons. Nah, he wasn't close to 300 home runs. But that's okay. In that era that he played from 1960 to 77, it was a few guys hitting like 40 home runs. Like you hit 40 home runs, you're like, wow, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Besides the Babe Ruth hitting the 60, 20 million years ago. In the 60s and 70s, if you was hitting like 35 home runs, you were like, yo, he's a power hitter, babe. You know what I'm saying? And plus, he's a catcher. Now, I don't consider the position, but I should, you know what I mean? Which is what this gentleman, enlightened me on. Like, yo, man, he was a catcher, man, and he did this. So I looked at it and was like, all right, Joe Torre was, Imagine your career. I played 17 seasons in the MLB. I got some All-Star games, which I don't consider All-Star games to be anything with the Hall of Fame. That to me is like whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to put it in the categories, fine. You know what I mean? He has a Silver Slugger. No, I'm sorry. He has a batting title. That's serious to me. Batting title. He has an MVP, right? What else does he have over there? Whatever else is there. He did it one time, son. He has a Gold Glove, right? And I'm like, man, that's nice. A 17-year career. You almost batted 300 for your career. That's awesome. 3 points off or something. You know what I mean? Or 295. Lo que está ahí. Si tú lo ves, ya tú sabes. I'm not reading it. I didn't write it down, son. I'm like, dogs, he should be like the floor. He should be in the Hall of Fame as a ball player and say, yo, dogs, if you don't got better stats than this dude right here, you ain't making it to the Hall of Fame. And then I started looking, I'm like, Johnny Bench is considered one of the greatest catchers of all time, dogs. 13 Gold Gloves. That's amazing, son. Just like Pudge Rodriguez, like 10 plus Gold Gloves. That's awesome, B. But Johnny Bench don't have no batting titles. He doesn't have he has 2 MVPs, and Joe Torre has 1 MVP. That counts. You know, the MVP of the season. That's awesome, right? But the total at bats, I mean not total at bats, but the total amount of hits that Johnny Bench did, Joe Torre beats him on that by a lot. Actually, Johnny Bench was a home run hitter because he almost hit 400 home runs. This dude had like 389. You know what I mean? That's 11 home runs for 400. That's not bad. But his batting average is trash. So why we put him in the Hall of Fame and we didn't do that for Joe Torre, son? To me, it's like because you got tons of Gold Gloves, you're in the Hall of Fame because of your defense only. I would consider defense and offense to be in the Hall of Fame. And don't even talk about Ozzie Smith. Yes, I'm a fan of Ozzie Smith. What he did at shortstop was amazing. And during his era, shortstops were not home run hitters, you know. But he looked like he would have been able to steal 50, 60, 70 bases. He didn't do shit like that, dog. He was horrible at stealing bases, I guess. And his batting average is trash. I mean, I got to look at the hits because I think it was pretty close to 3,000 hits. You know what I mean? But he didn't bat 300. I think he did that once. And he's a Hall of Famer. But he played shortstop, you know, during his 19 years. You know, if it wasn't for Cal Ripken just made the shortstop position like, yo, you got to hit home runs. You got to be playing every day. You got to have an arm. You know what I mean? You got to have Gold Gloves. You know what I mean? Like Cal Ripken, yo, the next level for shortstops. And I understand that's what I was trying to, say. I can't give Joe Torre the MVP, but shit, I mean the Hall of Fame. But I think I'm gonna put him in the Hall of Fame. The writers are trash, B. It's like if they like you, you're in. If they hate you, like Sheffield, they don't like Sheffield, dogs, and he got good numbers, bro. You know what I mean? For a considered home run hitter, because he hit like 500, right? No, or 499 or some shit. Yo, my dude. I'm just saying, man. I think we need to reevaluate what is considered Hall of Fame status as an MLB player. Because there's some guys in there only because they got Gold Gloves, dogs. Because if it's like that, then it's going to be hard to put Yadier Molina in the Hall of Fame. And he was an amazing catcher. You're going to steal on his ass. You're done trying to steal. He got you. That arm was exclusive. But he doesn't have the batting average. He doesn't have the total hits. He's not even close to 3,000. Está loco. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got the World Series, but you have to be on the right team to be a World Series champ. And let's say, Molina didn't get MVP as a World Series, but I'm just saying, Johnny Bench did. Johnny Bench won 3 World Series, and he was MVP once. That's nice. That's great. I wouldn't consider it because you can go your whole career and never make it. Ken Griffey didn't make it to the World Series. When he made it to the World Series, never. We would have never known what he would have done. He probably would have gotten MVP in the World Series. I'm just saying, my G. Baseball's about to start, and I'm so happy. I can't wait to go to some games. You know what I mean? I love baseball, man. It's an amazing sport, man. It's just, I'm glad these guys were talking about Hall of Fame status. Because Pete Rose, come on, dogs. Look at them stats. He played 24 seasons, babe. You can't even get dudes to play 18 nowadays. You know what I mean? So that's my take on the Hall of Fame, man. MLB is starting. Can't wait. The weather out here in Florida is getting better and better. Even though it's getting hotter and hotter. Let's go to my next segment, babe. Thanks for watching, my G. Really appreciate y'all, dogs, for real. And now that I got my frustration out, because the NBA, una mierda, loco. And you know, MLB is great, son. I mean, at least you can see and kind of feel like, yo, dogs, it doesn't really matter if you have the most wins in the season or if you have the best pitchers in the league. In the playoffs, if you make it there, you can make it happen. You know what I mean? You can definitely get some jewelry. But in the NFL, tackle football, this is my last segment for today. The Eagles, the Super Bowl champs, you know, congratulations, guys. Really, you know, they're going to extend Saquon Barkley's contract, and he's going to be the first $20 million running back. Yo, son. It had to be him, right? Because, my G, this dude is sick. And you see what he did for the Eagles this year. Just 1 year. Electrifying. So, 2-year, $41.2 million contract extension for my man Saquon Barkley. Let me get an autograph, my G. Making him the highest paid running back in NFL history. $36 million is fully guaranteed. That guarantee stuff is pretty sick by the tackle, you know, the National Football League. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty cool. Do they do that anywhere else? I don't know, son. Then $15 million can be for additional incentives. And you know these teams, they don't like to give the incentives, babe. You know what I mean? And you guarantee, like, it's going to be like, you know, how many games he plays, you know, how many snaps, you know, how many yards he's averaging, or you know, how many touchdowns he can score in a game, whatever, it's in that. Like, if I score 5 touchdowns, that's $2 million. You know what I mean? You know, those incentives are always like something like that, out of the ordinary type of shit. And these teams, they don't like to hook dudes up. Like, it took Mike Evans like the last play to get that incentive for $3 million. So you know the team was like, Baker, I told you not to throw it over there. Who knows, man? I just feel like they don't really like I'm gonna talk about the Bengals. They still haven't signed your man's over there. Jamar Chase hasn't gotten paid. What is going on here, son? What is going on here? It's like they're stalling, son. They're hoping that he gets, like, I don't know. He's supposed to get paid. Now they're going to franchise tag your other man's, T. Higgins. He don't deserve that, son. That, to me, I know it's $26.2 million on that tag. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing. But, you know, it's a nice check. You know, I'm not mad at that, but I'm saying, dogs, come on, man. You don't think T. Higgins deserves a little 5-year, you know, something mil, this and that? Come on. I know you're going to have to pay Chase a lot more. You know what I mean? Maybe $10 million more than him. I got you. We understand that. You know what I mean? We see the talent level out there. But when it comes to the quarterback, it's like, what you want, $2 billion? Throw him out, signed the next day. Wide receivers, let's take our time. And then running backs, you got to be Saquon. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild, man. You know, the Vikings, I'm guaranteeing that the Vikings are going to give Sam Darnold like a 3-year, 100-something mil you know, 40, 60 million a year type of deal. They're not going to franchise tag him. They're not. They're not going to franchise tag Sam Darnold. You know what I'm saying? And you know why? Not because he's a quarterback. You know what I mean? Your hands, stop being racist, you know? But it looks like that's what it looks like to me. My dude. And the Jets, they released Devonte Adams. This is all information from Adam Schefter. So if he doesn't say it, I don't talk about it. That's the main man right there. Salute to that dude. He has the greatest job in the world, and he got the real information, my G. You know what I mean? So Devonte Adams is a free agent. I mean, he got a lot of money on the books, man. So, I mean, come on, just bring him on to your team. You know, he's an asset, not a liability. So, I hope Sam Darnold doesn't get franchised. I would like for him to, you know, he earned it, right? He pretty much was a decent quarterback his career, and then last year he blew up, son. Last year was his year, and he did his thing, babe, big time. Salute to him, and I hope he gets really, you know, a big payday. You know what I'm saying? But T. Higgins, come on, dogs, they doing your man's wrong like that, dog. That's horrible, son. That's horrible. I don't like that at all, man. You know, to me, it's like, I'm T. Higgins. I'm like, oh, you franchise tag me? All right, cool. 26 million. All right, cool. In practice, yo, I'll take half a day off, son. I don't want to bust my ass. Hold on. You know what I mean? I gotta survive this season so I can get my money from somewhere. Somebody's gonna pay me good dough. You know, I know I'm a good player. That's how it is, son. Like, you put these guys in that position. Like, I was like, yo, now I gotta do really good to hopefully not get franchise tagged again, because I think they can do it twice. Whatever, son. Let's go to the last thing I'm going to talk about. The 49ers traded my mans. One of the most, man, he does it all, son. He's a running back, wide receiver, that todo loco. Punt return, kick return. You put him out there. Deebo Samuel. The man, son, he is going to Washington. The Commanders just picked up a great wide receiver that they can use multiple ways. This guy is just like a multiple weapon, you know, to go with the guys that they have right now. They made it really far last year, man. They were like, you know, we need a guy. Deebo's the guy. Deebo's the guy. They give him a 5th round. Yo, that GM should lose his job too, son. And I heard, allegedly here, this is, you know, Adam Schefter, right? If you don't say it, I don't believe it. He said that the Commanders are going to pay that $17.55 million salary for his 2025 season. Sources say. Which they should, you know what I mean? Just give him the dough, son. Is that very profitable? I think his jersey's probably selling a lot right now, that number 1. And I like to see what the 49er fans are doing on their social media pages. They're acting like they're going to burn or destroy his San Francisco jersey, and they don't. And they say, thank you for what you've done for us. That's class. That's class A right there, babe. So salute to the 49er fans for doing something like that. I know it's pretty funny at first. You're like, nah, you're not going to do that. That's crazy, dog. Why are you going to burn the jersey for? When they give him his props, man, he laid it out in the field, dogs. There was nothing wrong with what you saw Deebo Samuel do. You know what I mean? No headaches, no nothing. You know, he does a lot of things, so, you know, he can get hurt, you know. And that's what the Commanders are hoping, that they can kind of use him every game, you know, not wear him out, and hopefully he's not, you know, injured by the end of the season, so they can do that push for the Super Bowl. So good luck, because you got to go through Philly, babe. You know what I mean? And then Kansas City will be there next year again. Anyways, man. Just like always, man. This is Hands Down Sports. Yeah, estamos aquí.